In 2020, that was the year I made my first six figures online by just selling a simple book about mindset. But after making over 360K plus in sales, I was very confused on what to do next. I didn't want to write another book because I don't want people to be saying, oh, you because you made money here, you're writing another book so that I can make money. Because the way I launched my book was I used a particular strategy. I sold to my friends and family because I had no audience. I had nobody that knew me on the online space. I just leveraged on my connection. So I didn't want it to look like I am over just pressuring my connection to keep buying my books, and I didn't want it to look like I just wanted money. But at the end of the day, my point is that 360K went down to 320. It also went down to 280, went down to 250, went down to 200. And it was when the money reached 167K, that was when my eyes opened. I was looking at the money I made that I've never made before, just going down and down without no strategy towards to multiply the money. There was no strategy. All I just knew was how to make money. No strategy of multiplication. Even management, I didn't manage so well because I was just dashing money here, buying things here and there. I even bought a piano that I didn't really need. Maybe I needed that piano, but that is not the reason for this video. So I needed a breakthrough in my life. So I met a friend who was into e-commerce, and I told him that, bro, this is my reality currently. I need your help. I want to learn a skill that can multiply this money. And he had done a course, created a course as I then wanted to start selling online. So I was almost the first buyer. He asked me, how much will you like to buy this course? He gave me a blank check and I paid 5,000. In 2020, I'd never paid for any course before. So that was the first course I was paying for. So I paid for that course because if you don't pay for something, you're not going to pay attention to it. So I had to. 5K may be small now, but it wasn't really small then. Again, I had about 167K. That course is what actually gave me the skills I have today. Some of the best real skills I had today. Skills like, funnel building, Facebook advertisements, how to import from China, how to do a lot of things, how to create a funnel, how to create a website, how to create an online store. That course gave me all those. But the thing is that knowledge without implementation is useless. I was not able to implement so much of that course because of COVID. I couldn't implement it because you needed to import from China, you needed to sell, you needed to do a lot of testing of products. So I couldn't sell any product from China or anyone. So I was confused again. I had the skills, but I didn't have the business. Now, there's a friend of mine who was actually doing one business like that. He was doing the business in Lagos Island. So I met him, told this bro, guy, put me through. I have some money, but I don't know. Money is going down every day. Put me on. Tell me what to do. And I invited him over. He came humbly. I bought catfish. We drank. Everybody enjoyed ourselves. Then my man started spilling the tea for me, A to Z. A masterclass in a beer parlor that's worth more than 500K. After the whole eating and drinking, he didn't just end that knowledge. He told me I should come he gave me a location where I should come, where he was doing his business. And that was where he was going to empower me by showing me the people I'm going to be buying goods from on credit under his name. You understand? So that was massive empowerment. He told me what to do. He even told me he's going to be the first person to process my first order. I've never seen empowerment in that manner before. All I just needed to do was to use my head and my strategy to run the advertisements and get clients and get business going. My participation was just needed to start it, but he was ready to help me do all the operations and everything for the starts, and which he did. I remember the first time I got my first order online, I was just shouting. Please, if you find anybody in life that is ready to empower you, like real empowerment, not knowledge empowerment, that is ready to carry your hand and show you the way, please hold that person tight and keep telling that person thank you every day until you're tired. Because in this time and age, it is not easy to find somebody that's going to give you everything on a platter of gold. It was either he was a very good person or he was just trying to repay a favor. Anyone, I keep doubling for that boy, for that guy every single day. Right now, thank God he's not even in the country. I'm praying for him to continue to do well. When somebody does something for you, never forget that person. I ran that business for good 8 months of my life and I made multiple, 6 figures to 7 figures. I made a lot of money, built capital. And, that's the seed of that business. The money from that business is what is still going till now. Everything was just a seed. They were just going on a train from books to, e-commerce, from e-commerce to another thing. All those things, the money has never gone down since then. That business really printed money for me. So why am I telling you this? I want you to pick up 1 or 2 lessons from that. I don't know the lesson you're going to pick up, whether it's learning how to multiply money or learning how to ask people to show you the way. I don't know the lesson you've picked up from this story, but put it in the comment section. Let me know the lesson you've gotten from just this story I've just said right now. See you in the next video.